Warning. This game includes themes of emotional manipulation, unhealthy relationships, depictions of blood, gore, assault, screen shakes, and implications of abuse. Viewers' discretion is advised. Well, hey all you cool creatures, I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel, and today we are playing Domestic Dread, which is a visual novel by the amazing Epix Lion, who has already done a playthrough of this visual novel on their channel, so I will also link that down below. But Lion and his partner Leo have worked on this gorgeous visual novel that I'm excited to play. And what it is about is that you wake up in an unfamiliar cabin atop the woods. Your best friend tells you that your boyfriend just tried to kill you, and now he's tied up in the other room. And you must explore the cabin to try to uncover more details about your past life and why you would want to get rid of your boyfriend. This is only a demo, but there are 3 endings, so we are gonna work to get all of those. And I hope you are just as excited to see this visual novel as I am. It was submitted to the 72-hour Murder Boy Mayhem Renpai Jam, but it looks amazing. So before I ramble on too much, let's get started. What makes a person? Is an identity not simply a set of patterns, predicted behavior, interpolated data, learned and copied from others throughout a lifetime? If someone loses their identity, are they still the same person? Would they still be a person? Vulpes pilum mutat, non mores. The fox changes his fur, not his habits. Softness is the first thing you feel when you wake up. The pillows below you are fluffy and cool to the touch. Part of you wishes you could just stay here, like this, but your body is refusing to allow you to rest any longer. Your eyes flutter open, but as they do, you realize something is wrong. You've just woken up in an unfamiliar room to a bed that's not even yours. How did you get here? As you try to sit up on the bed, you feel a dull throb from your temples. Your hand reaches up to your head, feeling a light sting radiating from underneath layers of bandages. What happened last night? You try to get a better look at your surroundings. Even if you don't recognize the place, surely there has to be something to give you a clue on where you are. First of all, you notice that the room doesn't seem to have any semblance of personal touch. It's cozy, almost picturesque, but not sterile enough to be a hotel room. Looking out the window, you can see that it's evening now, the sun just setting past the mountain peaks. Wait, mountains? You take a closer look out the window. Your suspicions are all but confirmed when you are greeted with nothing but fluffy white mountains, with the occasional pine tree dotting across the landscape. Somehow, you've ended up in someone's cabin in the woods, right on top of a mountain. Were you trying to get yourself killed? Before you could think about this any further, you hear someone approaching you. Who could this be? Oh wow, he is gorgeous. Sorry to Lion and Leo. You have created a beautiful character, but I only have my voice to voice him with. So, I hope no one is bothered by that. Hey, you're finally awake. The stranger walks up to you, setting a glass of water at the side table before settling down in front of you. You had me worried there. I thought you were never going to wake up. How are you feeling right now? Oh, choices. I mean, clearly we're feeling terrible, but, you know what? We're gonna go with who are you first. Can I really ask someone that? To be fair, he's the one approaching me, so it wouldn't hurt to ask. Who are you? The stranger's face twists with concern. I can already guess that I was supposed to know this guy. That bad, huh? Looks like it's worse than I thought. You really don't remember me, do you? My name is Marcelo. I'm your best friend. I guess it isn't a stretch to think you've forgotten everything else. Well, what matters is that you're awake and you're safe. Still, I should check that all the important bits are still intact. Do you still remember who you are? My name is Cryptid. And my pronouns are... I'm gonna be a he, him today. So my name is Cryptid and my pronouns are he, him. Am I sure that's correct? Yes. My name is Cryptid. I'm 25 years old. Good. It's good to see you still remember something. Looking around the room, you notice the sheets underneath you are stained with blood, presumably from where your head had been while you were unconscious. Okay then. What happened to me? Marcelo's expression turned sour. You can't be totally sure, but you swear you can feel something dark behind his steely gaze. He doesn't say anything for a while. You're just about to open your mouth to ask him something else when you get his reply. That idiot boyfriend of yours nearly got you killed. His tone is calm, but the slow articulation barely hides the way his voice shakes. It's clear that he's angrier about what happened than he lets on. Wait. Boyfriend? Marcelo rolls his eyes and lets out a sigh. You get the feeling it's not about you, though. Yeah, your boyfriend, Braden Corrigan. Some schmuck you got together with back in college. I still don't know what you see in him. Maybe it's because of his stupid business? Okay. A real piece of work, that guy. The amount of times you said he was late, or made plans without you, or said something dumb that made you upset. I swear, half of our friendship lately has been you ranting to me about that deadbeat. You don't remember any of this, but you suddenly feel the need to apologize. Before you can say anything, though, Marcelo continues. That's okay, though. He won't be able to hurt you anymore. Oh dear. What do you mean? Marcelo gets up and heads for the door, looking back at you before exiting, as if inviting you to follow him. You follow him out into the living room. It takes you a while to safely tread down the stairs as you still feel a little woozy. By the time you reach the bottom, Marcelo is standing near the dining table, expectantly waiting for you. So, where is... Before you can finish your sentence, Marcelo steps aside, revealing what was hidden behind him. Oh boy. If you tried hard enough, you might have recognized the man in front of you. If not for the myriad of violently discovered contusions on his face and body. The gore before you paints a vivid picture of a person being cruelly and relentlessly beaten near dead. His painful wounds don't look fresh, and you estimate that he's been unconscious for several hours at this point. Marcelo, what happened to him? Did you do this? Like I said, he won't hurt you anymore. And we're going to make sure it won't happen again. You're almost afraid to ask what he means, but you don't have to. A moment later, Marcelo pulls out a knife. It's jagged, but perfectly sharp, and you have a feeling that a well-placed stab in the chest with it would be irreparably fatal. Marcelo, what? We're getting rid of this problem. Permanently. Permanently? Are you insane? We can't just kill someone for no reason. Marcelo's face darkens. You have a terrible feeling that you've just said something wrong. No reason? No reason? Not only has he been a major thorn in your ass for as long as you've known him, he damn near killed you. The bastard came up to me last night howling about how he thought you were dead. What did you think I had to do for you? You're shivering. All this while, you've seen Marcelo see that the very mention of Brayden. However, hearing from him firsthand about how Brayden nearly killed you, it's no wonder he's angry. Your boyfriend tried to kill you, so your best friend had to step in? It's a classic thriller trope. However, something nags at the back of your mind. A feeling of wrongness settles in your gut. The picture is incomplete. Surely there's more to this story. Before you could ponder this any longer, Marcelo interrupts your thoughts again. Listen, I gotta deal with something real quick. You just woke up, and I know you've got a lot to process, so why don't you sit down for a bit? I'll give you some time to compose yourself. When I come back, hopefully we can reach an agreement about what we need to do. Marcelo leaves the room. In a way, he's right. There's still a lot you need to process. Can you really believe in everything Marcelo is saying? I have no idea. This seems a little sus. Even if he is right, can you really follow through on killing someone who was supposed to love you? You take a seat by the sofa. Marcelo's gone, so this might be your chance to get more clues about the situation you're in. Let's check the room. Maybe you could find some clues lying about the room. You start to wander around, checking every piece of furniture there is. You start making vague observations about the decor of the place. While the cabin is fairly cozy, just like the bedroom, it's devoid of anything you'd consider to be personal. That is, until you see what appears to be a journal sitting on the desk of a small reading nook. You can't explain why, but something about the journal calls to you. You pick up the journal and begin flipping through its pages. You soon realize that this journal belongs to you. The journal seems to detail a lot of your own thoughts from January of this year until now. Everything from work troubles as an EMT, dumpster dives with Marcelo, and the many, many ways Brayden has somehow managed to piss you off. Why was I even dating this guy? One entry in particular catches your attention. June 22nd. Again, He's decided to drag me off to fuck all in the mountains out of the blue without even telling me beforehand. Also, I love how this is past scripted. Perfect. He knows that I can't just take off work, and I already had plans to hang out with Marcelo again after weeks of not seeing him. Thankfully, Brayden agreed to let me take Marcelo along with us, but I don't think my boss is going to be happy about me taking an impromptu sick leave again. Sometimes, I wish I could just get rid of the guy. Maybe Marcelo could even help me out with that. Jeez. I mean, that's a thought you don't act on, but, seeing the situation we're in, we'll see what happens. Wait, so this was my idea? You skim through the pages again, looking for any justification that maybe you were in an abusive relationship, that this was the only way out. But you find nothing. All the grievances you had against him were, on all accounts, unbelievably petty in the grand scheme of things. He's late for dinner again. He always leaves the toilet seat up. He's always on his phone. According to old me, Brayden's always been a little bit annoying. But to think about killing him over something like that? What kind of person was I? You close the book, placing it back on the table where you found it. You hear Marcelo coming back. So, have you made up your mind? Ooh, are we going to kill him or not? I can't. No, I can't kill him. No matter how bad he was, I would still be taking his life, and I don't want to become a murderer. I'm sorry, Marcelo, but I just can't do this. Oh no. An overbearing feeling of dread lingers in the air, and you're finding it hard to breathe. Why? Why is it so difficult to read Marcelo's expression? You begin to wonder what's going through his mind. Would he truly relent at your pleading? You're quietly hoping that he would understand. You don't want anyone to get hurt. Maybe, just maybe, there's a way to get to him. Oh. Oh my god. Then, before you even have time to react, Marcelo takes the knife and plunges it right through Brayden's chest. Also, what did that line say? I didn't finish it fully. Hold on. God, if only I could remember. Okay. Oh boy. His anguished cries echo through the room, but nothing could compare to the silence that soon follows. You quiver at the sight of blood beginning to seep through Brayden's clothes, staining the knife left embedded in him and coating Marcelo's form. That is an ominous CG. Gorgeous, but ominous. I kinda dig it. Marcelo was the first to break the silence. I told you we were going to take care of things. I wanted you to be a part of this. I wanted you to make your own choices, to put yourself first for once. You always chose to let people push you around. Your choices always led to you getting hurt in the end. Who do you think was left to pick up the pieces every single time? I'm not letting you make those choices again. I'm not letting you choose to hurt yourself anymore. All of this could have been avoided if you just listened to me. I won't let you make those choices anymore. I'll make the choices you can't make, and I'll do it all over again. I'll make the choices that will keep you safe. I'll make sure you'll never get hurt again. Ah, so he is a yandere. I know that it was mentioned that there was one in this, but clearly it is Marcelo. Ending 2 of 3. Marcelo chose for you. Alright, we're gonna have to go back and get the other endings. Alright, firstly, I want to get another choice here. I feel terrible. I feel pretty awful, to be honest. Everything aches, and I'm still a little freaked out. That's to be expected. You did hit your head pretty hard. I'm sorry about that. I wish I could have gotten to you sooner, but I guess that's not important right now. Well, what matters is that you're awake, and you're safe. Still, I should check that all the important bits are still intact. Do you still remember who you are? My name is Cryptid. I'm 25 years old. Good. It's good to see you still remember something. Okay, do you still remember who I am, though? You pondered this for a moment, but nothing's coming to you. You shake your head, hoping he'd be able to give you more answers about the situation you're in. That's not surprising. You did hit your head pretty hard. I'm Marcelo, by the way. I'm your best friend. Have been since I scared off those kids that were picking on you in 8th grade. You stay quiet for a moment, taking in this apparently not new information. Thinking still makes your head hurt a little bit, though. Okay, so I don't know if these beginning choices have anything to do with the endings, but I'm gonna go back and get the other one real quick. Alright, I'm okay. I feel alright. Thanks for asking. His expression seems to soften. That's good to hear. Honestly, I've always been amazed at how well you're able to just bounce back whenever bad things happen to you. Gotta love that power of youth. Well, what matters is that you're awake and you're safe. Still, I should check that all the important bits are still intact. Alright, so the first 2 answers give you the same, basically, dialogue with Marcelo. Just letting y'all know. Okay then, what happened to me? And we're gonna skip forward. Surely there's more to this story. Before you could ponder this any longer, Marcelo interrupts your thoughts again. Listen, I gotta deal with something real quick. You just woke up and I know you've got a lot to process, so why don't you sit down for a bit? I'll give you some time to compose yourself. When I come back, hopefully we can reach an agreement about what we need to do. Marcelo leaves the room. In a way, he's right. There's still a lot you need to process. Can you really believe everything Marcelo is saying? Alright. So now we have this choice. We checked the room first, let's check our pockets. You pat around your jeans and realize that you have your phone in there. Yes! Maybe I can figure out some clues in here. Now if only you could remember what your password is. Huh. Alright, what might our passcode be? Damn, got it wrong. Oh, why did I think that would work? I don't know. It would be funny. It's probably something I would choose. Try again? I mean, obviously. Okay, so straight up, I don't know what the passcode is. Damn. Wrong again. And I'm locked out of my phone. Great. Great! We can't use our phone to get any information. I don't know what it is. Oh well. Of course I wouldn't remember my own password. Now I can't even ask Marcelo to help me get it open. Great thinking, Cryptid. So, have you made up your mind? Okay, so we know what happens when we say we can't, but I guess let's kill Brayden. Are we going to kill him or not? Yeah. Though a lump forms in your throat, you steel yourself and nod towards Marcelo. He hands you the knife, which you accept with a shaky grip. Come on, I just need to get this over with. You step towards Brayden's unconscious body, the knife weighing down in your hands. It's heavier than it looks. Breathe. You have to breathe. Taking one final breath, you quickly grab a hold of the chair Brayden is sitting in for support. Then you begin to plunge the knife into his chest, repeatedly. Oh God. Though Brayden was silent just moments ago, the sensation of the knife was enough to wake him. He's screaming. Something animalistic takes a hold of you as you scream back, with each grotesque movement of the knife. At some point, both of your screams meld into one. You can no longer tell where one scream begins or where the other ends. Blood begins to splatter all over the floor and onto your body as you continue to stab Brayden. It takes a moment before you stop, the adrenaline now replaced with a gaping void in your being. Your breathing is labored, heart pounding in your ears from the ordeal you just endured. You did it. You have just killed a man. Cryptid? You've just taken a life, snuffed it out and crushed it beneath your boot. Cryptid. You can hardly think, the image of you stabbing Brayden replaying in your mind over and over again. The smell of blood lingers in the air. Your heart is pounding in your ears. The screams still seem to reverberate from the walls. You wish they'd just stop. Hey, cryptid. You feel Marcelo pulling you into a warm embrace, his fingers gently kneading your back. Shh, it's all right. It's over now. I knew you could do it. I know it wasn't easy, but you did the right thing. Did I, though? Was that really the right thing? Or are you just telling me it's the right thing because you want me to believe it? I don't know. As your senses begin to return to you, you start to shiver in Marcelo's grasp. There, I've got you. You won't have to worry anymore. No one is going to hurt you. You've gone for so long without having anyone taking care of you. Now you can rest easy. Nothing is going to take this freedom away from you. We'll make sure of it. Ending 1 of 3 together. So for the last one, do I have to follow Marcelo? Alright, let's follow Marcelo. You get up to follow where Marcelo ran off to. Soon the acrid smell of something burning tickles your senses. You reach the kitchen where you see Marcelo pulling a tray out of the oven. No. I can't believe I forgot about these. They're all burnt to a crisp. God, Cryptid is going to hate me for these. Marcelo? Ah! He is cute. He is really cute. I like him. Leo's art is really pretty. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing for you to worry about. I can clearly see the tray of cookies you're trying to hide behind you. What? No, these aren't cookies. They're just... Marcelo trails off, For the first time since you woke up, you notice he seems unsure of himself. He refuses to meet your eyes. Oh, so you'll get flustered over burning cookies, but you don't get flustered over tying up my boyfriend and beating him up and wanting me to end his life? Okay. I see where your interests lie. You keep staring at him expectantly until he eventually caves. Fine, they were cookies. I just wanted to make your favorite for when you wake up. But I guess I got so caught up with things I completely forgot about them. What a mess. What should we do about these cookies? I have nothing to lose. Let's eat some charcoal. Eat them anyway. Well, you already made them. Seems like a waste to just throw them away. You reach for a cookie and take a bite. It's not good, but you're determined, so you get the entire thing down and reach for another cookie. Our stomach is gonna hurt after this. Whoa, save some for me. Is it really that good? You just beam at him, relieved at the fact that the cookies in your mouth gives you plausible deniability. Marcelo chuckles at this and pats you on the head. Alright, fine. I'll keep this batch for us, okay? You nod eagerly while secretly concocting a way to make those cookies disappear later. Anyway, thanks, Cryptid. Listen, maybe I was a little bit on edge earlier. I guess I was still angry about what happened. I'm sorry if I scared you. But you still have a decision to make. I'll make the final preparations, then I'll meet you in the living room when you're ready. You nod at Marcelo, then exit the kitchen for the living room. There's still more time to look around. What will I can check the bedroom? What will you do? We're gonna check the bedroom. It suddenly dawns on you that you completely forgot to check the bedroom while you were in there. Oh yeah, maybe it has to do with the fact that I woke up with amnesia. It wouldn't hurt to check it out. You're now back in the bedroom. It's still the same as before. Hold on, I want to go back and see what happens if we clean up the cookies. Give me 1 sec. Help him clean up. I'll help you clean these up. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but I really appreciate the effort nonetheless. No, it's fine. I can always make another batch soon enough. Even though he brushes it off, you can still tell he's a little bit sad about the situation. You could decide to try and cheer him up, or not. Oh, this is exciting. I mean, this guy is actually kind of an awful person, but let's comfort him. Hey, I meant what I said. I really do appreciate it. The cookies might be burnt, but I'm sure they would have been amazing. I don't need to be able to eat them to thank you for making them. I would love to try them the next time we bake them. You see his eyes light up just a little, and his lips quirk into a smile. You know, even though you don't remember, this is the exact reason I stuck by your side all this time, and I always will. You're too good for this world, too good for that undeserving jerk. If I'm not there to protect you, to preserve the little good there is in this world, then who will? Anyway, thanks, Cryptid. Listen. Okay, so we're gonna go back and see what happens if we tell a joke. Alright, let's make a joke. You know, if you wanted to make a William Afton special, you could have just told me. William Afton is from Five Nights at Freddy's, right? I have never played those games, so I don't know anything about them. At that point, Marcelo just bursts into laughter at your lame attempt at humor. It might have not been the best way to cheer him up, but it sure did the trick. Smiling warmly at you, Marcelo finally responds. Honestly, I didn't really want to come up for this trip. I thought it was just another one of Brayden's dumb attempts at connecting with people. Initially, I came here just to keep you sane from his antics, but I actually had fun up here thanks to you. Well, before everything else happened, of course. So, thank you. You made this trip just that much better. Anyway, thanks, Scripted. So we're gonna go get the last one, not comfort him at all. Alright. Nah, maybe I won't. Hey, player, that's kind of rude of you. But you're the boss, so, I mean, I'm kind of not gonna be nice to someone who, if my boyfriend was abusing me, then sure. But from what I can tell, he wasn't. So, I don't know. You both silently clean up the kitchen. Marcelo clearly looks troubled, but thankfully, this game doesn't feature an affection meter yet. That's probably good. How could you? Anyway, thanks, Scripted. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the bedroom. You're now back in the bedroom. It's still the same as before. By the way, getting this choice, I've done it after eating the charcoal cookies. So, just letting y'all know, that's the choice I made before coming back here. You take a few moments to rummage through the room, checking through closets and bags, only to find clothes, toiletries, and towels. Damn it! There's gotta be something for me to find in here. That is when you realize you haven't even checked the side table yet. You approach the side table, sliding out its drawer, only to find a scrapbook. What's this doing here? You began flipping through the pages. Page after page, it's just photos of you and Brayden together. Not in the creepy way like you'd find plastered on someone's walls. These are all just pictures of you, together. Some even with Marcelo, perhaps the grumpiest you've seen of him yet. Each photograph has a little note at the side describing what happened that day. Our first glamping trip, having the world's tallest ice cream, backstage at Blanc 364. Oh my god, that's freaking perfect. Yes. I dig that. We looked happy together, but why is this here? You finally flip to the last page to find what looks like an engagement ring, washi taped to the side of the cover with a note under it. My dearest Cryptid, I might not be the greatest at words, but I'm still going to try. You've been the sunshine of my life ever since the day we met. And not a day goes by where I don't cherish the little joys you bring into my life. Seeing you happy is the greatest thing because of just how pure you are. You're just so full of life, and the way you care for others is absolutely divine. I hope that I'll be able to cherish you every single day and love you in the way you absolutely deserve. In sickness and in health, from life till death. Love, Brayden. I knew he wasn't a bad guy. Yes, you're still the cutest EMT who's ever performed the Heimlich maneuver on me. Hopefully that hasn't happened too often. Tears begin to well up in your eyes. How could a man so sincere bring you any harm? The dull ache in your head is still making your thoughts foggy. Something is not right about this. There has to be something more to what happened last night. Where did you get these injuries from? How did everything go so wrong? Is Marcelo telling you the truth? Why can't you remember anything about your past life? I'd better go. Marcelo's probably waiting for me to make my decision. You put the scrapbook back in the side table and walk back to the living room. So, have you made up your mind? We can remember! If only it was that easy. Let's remember. You think back to the scrapbook you found, on every single thing you've learned about your previous life up to this moment. Something's not adding up. Until you find out the truth, you're not going to let Marcelo hurt Brayden any longer. Marcelo, no, I'm not going to hurt Brayden. And I'm not going to let you hurt him either. What? are you saying? He damn near killed you, and you're expecting me to just let that go? That is exactly what I'm saying, Marcelo. Marcelo stares at you for a moment. It's hard to read what's exactly on his mind. You then see him gripping onto the knife tighter, and he lifts the knife to stab Brayden. You quickly grab at Marcelo's hand, stopping him just short of stabbing Brayden. What are you doing? Marcelo, wait! There has got to be an explanation for this. Marcelo considers you for a moment. You can still feel some resistance from his shaking grip, and you're hoping to God that he doesn't do anything too irrational. You can feel your heart racing in your ears. What are you even doing? Marcelo is strong. You know he could easily break out of your hold if he wanted to. You just hope that maybe he'd come to his senses if you just talked to him. I'm sorry, Cryptid. But we can't let him get away with this. Ending 3 of 3. True feelings to be continued. Oh my god, that was so good! So that was the demo for Domestic Dread, and oh my gosh, it was fun. And no, I'm not being biased. I promise, it was really well done. I am actually incredibly fond of the amnesia trope when it's used well, and it was used very well in this instance. It not only gives us a reason to wonder about what had happened, but we also have to wonder what exactly Brayden did to cause this whole situation, or if he even did anything at all. Obviously, Brayden was not nearly as bad as Marcelo tried to make him out to be, but I'm hoping that in the full game we find out what exactly happened to put us in the state that we're in. That being said, the mystery of everything was done very well. I truly was on the edge of my seat trying to figure out what might happen next. In fact, the whole story both paints a picture and still leaves so much to be answered. Which I do hope that a lot of things will be answered in the full release, but I won't complain if they're not, because sometimes it's fun to use our imagination. Now, on to the subject of Marcelo. I do enjoy yanderes that start off as a player character's friend. He seemed to genuinely care about us. Even if he was in the wrong with everything he did to Brayden, at least I think he probably was. But admittedly, the draw of yandere characters is the fact that they will stop at nothing to have the object of affection all to theirself. Plus, Marcelo was likable and pretty damn hot. I won't sugarcoat the fact that he's definitely my type. And I enjoyed the few interactions we had with him. They felt very natural, and I loved the underlying dread of the whole situation. I also thought that it was a hell of a lot of fun that we had to seek out Marcelo to be led into the final ending, and I'm certainly looking forward to what happens in the story when the affection meter is implemented. As an aside, I adored the fourth wall breaking to admonish us for not trying to comfort Marcelo, though I think my opinion still stands. What he's doing is pretty terrible otherwise, but hey, maybe more will be revealed in the full game to show that Marcelo could be in the right for what he's doing. But I'm not sure about that. I guess we'll have to see. I think it was obvious too, but I adored the art. Leo has a gorgeous style. Both the CGs and Marcelo's sprite were masterfully done. Every scene was positively gorgeous, even the gorier ones. Lion and Leo did a fantastic job with this demo, and I am excited for the full release. And I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me but you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and sometimes extras and shorts randomly throughout the week. I also stream on Twitch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Fridays are usually twice a month, but they have been known to be more. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye!